Golden Age Hollywood. Bright lights, unforgettable stars, and dark secrets hidden behind the scenes. But what about the women who paid the price for these secrets? They were the stars who were labeled nymphos, labeled immoral in the eyes of the media, but who actually rebelled against the system. Today, at Hollywood Echoes, we revealed the true stories of these women, names who fought for their freedom but were buried by labels. Are you ready? We're pulling back the curtain. Mae West. Known for her provocative wit and sexual innuendos, Mae West was one of the first actresses to openly embrace her sexuality on screen. With her unapologetic persona, she became a pioneer of bold, independent women in cinema, challenging the conservative norms of her time. West's fearless performances, often filled with clever double entendres, earned her the label of nympho from critics and audiences alike, a term that was more about their discomfort with her openness than anything she actually expressed. Despite facing backlash for her unconventional portrayals of women, West continued to rise as one of Hollywood's most influential stars. Her ability to blend comedy with seduction not only made her a box office hit, but also set the stage for future actresses to explore their sexuality more openly. Mae West remains an enduring figure in the history of film, remembered for her trailblazing attitude and her commitment to breaking boundaries. Jean Harlow. Often hailed as the original blonde bombshell, Jean Harlow's sultry roles and tragic personal life led to her being typecast as a seductress throughout her career. Her on-screen persona, which exuded both sensuality and vulnerability, captivated audiences during the early days of Hollywood's golden age. However, off-screen, Harlow's real-life personality was much more complex than the roles she portrayed. Beneath the glamour and intrigue, she was a woman struggling with personal loss and the pressures of fame, including the tragic death of her husband, Paul Byrne. Harlow's vulnerability and charm made her one of the most beloved stars of the era, but she often found herself trapped in a narrow and often stereotypical portrayal of women in film. Her legacy endures not only as an icon of sex appeal, but also as a symbol of the complexities that Hollywood often failed to understand or appreciate. Rita Hayworth. Rita Hayworth's iconic role in Gilda cemented her status as a femme fatale, a character type that became synonymous with her name. Her portrayal of the seductive, mysterious woman was so powerful that it often overshadowed her true versatility as an actress. While her performances captivated audiences, her multiple marriages and relationships were often sensationalized by the media, turning her personal life into a public spectacle. Despite this, Hayworth's personal narrative was one of resilience, as she navigated the complexities of fame, love, and mental health in an industry that demanded both perfection and compliance. Her relationship with Prince Ali Khan and the media frenzy surrounding her marriages only added to the mystique surrounding her. Yet beneath the headlines and glamorous roles, Hayworth was a woman with depth and character, whose career reflected her ability to transcend the femme fatale label and leave a lasting impact on Hollywood. Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe's image as a sex symbol often overshadowed her undeniable talent and intelligence, creating a paradox that would haunt her throughout her career. Although Monroe was a brilliant actress capable of delivering performances that showcased her depth, the public fixation on her physical appearance and personal struggles often took precedence. Her tumultuous relationships and battle with mental health were frequently exploited by the media, reinforcing the nympho narrative that portrayed her as nothing more than a sex object. In reality, Monroe was a complex and highly intelligent woman who struggled with self-worth and identity in an industry that demanded conformity. Despite the exploitation, she defied expectations, using her beauty to become one of the most influential figures in Hollywood, and her legacy as a tragic yet brilliant actress continues to resonate. Brigitte Bardot. Though primarily associated with French cinema, Brigitte Bardot's international fame and open sexuality made her a target for the same labels often reserved for Hollywood's biggest stars. Known for her role in And God Created Woman, Bardot's unapologetic embrace of her sensuality and her free-spirited persona made her both a trailblazer and a source of controversy. In an era where women were often expected to adhere to strict codes of modesty, Bardot broke free from societal expectations, both on-screen and off, becoming a global symbol of sexual liberation. Her personal life, filled with multiple marriages and high-profile relationships, was frequently scrutinized, and the media often depicted her as the quintessential nympho, a label that reflected more the public's discomfort with her autonomy than any truth about her character. Despite this, Bardot's influence on the world of fashion, film, and sexuality continues to be felt, as she remains an icon of freedom, beauty, and individuality. Jane Mansfield. Often compared to Marilyn Monroe, Jane Mansfield's voluptuous image and provocative publicity stunts led to her being typecast as a sex pot. With her platinum blonde hair and exaggerated hourglass figure, she embodied the stereotypical sex symbol of the 1950s. Mansfield's embrace of her sexuality and the media's obsession with her physicality often overshadowed her acting career, reducing her to a mere figure of titillation. Despite her obvious comedic talent and desire to branch out into more serious roles, the media's focus on her provocative behavior and public antics limited her opportunities in Hollywood. Mansfield, much like Monroe, struggled to balance the persona the public wanted from her and her own desires as a performer, leaving her legacy one of both glamour and tragic vulnerability. Her untimely death in a car accident further solidified her place as a misunderstood icon of sexual liberation. Marlene Dietrich. Known for her androgynous style and sultry performances, Marlene Dietrich's bold persona and rumored bisexuality made her a target for sensationalism in an era that valued traditional gender roles. In an industry that often required women to adhere to rigid expectations of femininity, Dietrich broke all the rules, combining masculine and feminine qualities in her fashion and on-screen presence. Her choice of male-inspired attire and her role as a femme fatale in films such as The Blue Angel made her both an icon of rebellion and a symbol of sexual liberation. Dietrich's rumored bisexuality added another layer to her enigmatic image, which the media eagerly exploited. Despite the speculation surrounding her personal life, her artistic contributions and her fierce independence have earned her a lasting place in film history as a boundary-pushing star who never allowed herself to be defined by the limits of her time. Ava Gardner. Ava Gardner's tumultuous love life, including her marriages to Frank Sinatra and Artie Shaw, contributed to her reputation as a man-eater. Often portrayed as a fiery, passionate woman, Gardner's relationships and personal dramas were splashed across the tabloids, overshadowing her acting career. Her marriages, especially to Sinatra, were fraught with rumors of infidelity, alcoholism, and emotional volatility, painting Gardner as a woman who had difficulty controlling her desires. However, Gardner was more than just a headline. She was a talented actress, earning critical acclaim for her roles in films like The Night of the Iguana and Mogambo. Despite her image as a femme fatale, Gardner was a complex woman who struggled with self-doubt and loneliness, caught in a cycle of media sensationalism that reduced her identity to that of a glamorous, unattainable beauty with a dramatic love life. Veronica Lake. Veronica Lake's sultry voice and iconic peekaboo hairstyle made her one of the most recognized pin-up girls of her era, but her personal life and struggles with alcoholism were often exaggerated by the press. Lake's famous hairstyle, which covered one eye, became a symbol of mystery and allure, making her a favorite among male fans and a staple in wartime propaganda as a symbol of femininity. However, beneath her glamorous public image, Lake struggled with personal demons, including alcohol addiction, which began to affect her career. Her fall from grace was swift, as her fame dwindled in the 1940s and her personal problems took center stage. The media, eager to sensationalize her troubles, contributed to her early career decline, leading her to become one of Hollywood's most tragic figures. Despite her struggles, Lake's legacy endures through her timeless beauty and her role in shaping the archetype of the sultry, mysterious screen siren. Lana Turner. Lana Turner's glamorous image and scandalous personal life, including a highly publicized affair and murder trial involving her daughter, fueled her bad girl reputation. Known as one of Hollywood's most stunning actresses, Turner was a classic beauty whose career spanned several decades, but her personal life was far from serene. Her highly publicized affair with mobster Johnny Stompanato and his subsequent murder at the hands of her daughter, Cheryl Crane, brought an intense media frenzy. While Turner attempted to move past the scandal, it followed her for the rest of her career, with the press often focusing on her tumultuous love life and controversial relationships. Despite the gossip and negative press, Turner remained a beloved star, captivating audiences with her performances in films like The Postman Always Rings Twice and Peyton Place. Her ability to balance her tumultuous personal life with a successful acting career is a testament to her resilience, even as the bad girl label lingered throughout her life. Today, the stories of these women remind us of one thing: history often writes about strong women as scandals, but remember, they were not just stories, they were people. Their intelligence, talent, and courage didn't fit the narrow mold of their time. What about you? Were these labels real or just a trick of a male-dominated industry?